All right, I'm still at Promised Land State Park. You're going to be seeing this in reverse order. So this is my second hike of the day, but you're going to see this one first because the second hike, Little Falls Trail, is just absolutely gorgeous. It's like me, short and beautiful. Anyway, it is an absolutely gorgeous trail, and I want you to see that last. But this is a fun trail. This is Conservation Island, and you park on this peninsula and then you cross this bridge over here. I'll show you in a moment. And then it's a wonderful hike. It is family friendly. It's fairly flat most of the way, and pretty easy for the most part. It's a little longer than most families with little kids probably want to go. I'm going to say maybe 3 miles. I'll make sure I put a correct mileage statement somewhere here. Okay, so we're leaving the parking lot, trying not to get anybody's license plates because that's not fair. And we cross this little stone bridge to this island, Conservation Island, in the middle of the lake here at Promised Land State Park. You see tons and tons of lily pads. Pretty lake, gorgeous morning. And we are off and moving. Now I have walked this hike, I've done this hike in both directions, and this is the way I'm going today, and it'll bring me right back over here. So here we go. Ton of bees over here. Maybe they're flies. I can't tell. But I don't like it. All right. Got some beautiful buds and blooms here. Okay, I am here the morning of July 5th, 2021. I just passed a woman with 2 fur babies, and she had her windbreaker over her head and was heading back. She said the bugs were just too much for her. She couldn't take it, and she was leaving. So something to be mindful of. I have deep woods off on me right now because I don't want Lyme disease, and I'm in the forest where there's lots of ticks. Anyway, so that's something to be mindful of if you're going to come do this trail. Anytime you're near part of a lake that's basically standing water, more like a pond than a lake, you're gonna have to deal with this. And they're not so bad right this second with me. When I walked, I showed you that where all those flies were. For about 100 yards, it was pretty bad. Now they've kind of thinned out and left me alone. I imagine because she was so frustrated with the bugs, I imagine I'll find more as I walk along. But hopefully the deep woods off helps me with that. All right, let's go find some beautiful stuff. Not that this isn't already beautiful, but here you go, woodpecker. One thing about carrying a walking stick, when you come to stuff like this, you don't even have to change your grip on the walking stick, but you can just swing it out in front of you and get all the spider webs. Because even though that woman came out this way and then left, there's still all these spider webs. So sometimes I'm lucky enough to see them before I get to them, but oftentimes I'm not. So when you're walking in close quarters like that, where the trees almost touch each other down by your body and face, you can just swing the stick like that in front of you and knock out a bunch of the spider webs before you walk into them. This gigantic 5-trunk, I believe it's an oak. Amazing. Can we see the top? Anyway, there you go. Years ago, I heard a forestry person tell a reporter, you can tell how healthy a forest is by stopping and listening to how many songbirds there are. And right now, the forest sounds pretty healthy. We've got this lovely rock formation here with trees growing right up out of the rocks, or wrapping their roots around through the rocks, I don't know. But it's beautiful. Just this is here, this dead spot, and I always wonder how and why are these trees all suddenly dead in one spot? And here we are, back at the beginning of the loop trail. There's the bridge. Here's the sign. And I hope you give yourself the gift of coming here and enjoying this for yourself. Conservation Island and Promised Land State Park.